everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This is a rivalry game that always gets the blood pumping, both on the field and in the stands. One of the great division battles in the NFC. They've met once already this season. We'll see what kind of fireworks are in store for us here in Game 2. It's the Lions going up against the Vikings. With that, let's get up to Minneapolis as we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are indeed at the beautiful state-of-the-art U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. It's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. Call it a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They run with Ajayi. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Detroit first down.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more important, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control if you're like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Fletcher Cox is a first-round pick who has fulfilled his promise. One of the best defensive linemen in the NFL.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, here's Tannehill. And he will find his man on the outside. Touchdown, Vikings! Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Action now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now out comes Minnesota. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Tannehill on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
380. 380.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And now the Lions' defensive starters.
Quentin Coples thought he had a future at defensive end in the NFL. Since he switched to outside linebacker, he still has a future, and it's bright.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. A little dump off for Corral. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down. It gets a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And he motions the wide receiver. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And the wideout in motion. On 1st down, Tannehill. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Here's the punter, McAfee, to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll begin the drive with a J. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down following the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Under pressure, they got him again. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They run again with a J. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. This is Ajayi. Bulldozes past him. Touchdown, Detroit. Jay Ajayi, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense, Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. And he motions the wide receiver. Play action. It's Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Taking it about the 16. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. One receiver left, three to the right. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense,
so 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
definitely want to play coverage here.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Tannehill. That is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it's 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. And the wideout in motion. 2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. And the back goes into motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster. It all depends on how...
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come out here in the eye. Here's Ajayi. And a minimal gain here. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Here we go now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Michael Burton, the fullback, the intended target. And that brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be taken at the 13. 1:59 to go in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. It's a 4-receiver look, all to the left side. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And this one is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
380.
Off play action, Tannehill. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes. He just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Finding time. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Doxson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Second down now after the pass completion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got time. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch left, watch left. Start right there. Bang! Wide 20. Go get him. Wide 20.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Halfback sent in motion. 2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. Docks him with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with a... never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them, but on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Here's Tannehill. His throw incomplete. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. It's brought in by Dodson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A very solid gain of 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now it's Tannehill. It's hauled in by Dodson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player. Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Back to throw, Tannehill surveying the field, looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll come out in the pistol. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And Detroit getting set to go now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 10 yards still left on second down. Shift together here from the D-line. And second and 10. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. I love it. Let's see if they dial it up this drive. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first and 10, Tannehill. It's caught left side by Cooks. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out now come the Lions. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium.
Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
All right, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no good plays by the defense to knock the ball away. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. This is caught, it's Cooks. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead, you got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
They'll run with Crowell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here come the Lions now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold it.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Leopard! Leopard! Over!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Watch it now. Oh, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Trey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. Start out on the ground with a jive. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And now out comes Minnesota. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Tannehill going to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out. Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying,